All right, well, it's been 2 months, probably 2.5 months maybe, since we first received the new Moultrie 1100i. This is their 2014 model, brand new for this year. And they gave us a unit to test, and we really put it through its paces. A lot of new features on this, and I'm going to go through all the different features later. But let's talk about the results, because that's what you guys really want to know about, right? So the first thing we did was we set up the cam for video. We used a full HD setting and placed the camera in an area where we had a lot of deer activity during the hot summer months of July. We had 0 misses during that time and captured dozens of videos. The quality of the footage was very good with very smooth motion, something that we haven't seen in the past with a lot of game cameras. It's been choppy, it doesn't look very like it flows very well, but this has very smooth motion. The only minor criticism I have of the camera was that in some certain circumstances and situations of lighting, we'd have like a saturation blowout. It would be like overly saturated, but you know, for a camera this size and with this price point, you can't expect National Geographic quality HD footage. So it was more than acceptable, but that was my only small, minor criticism from all my tests. This is understandable. It's unrealistic to expect, tremendous quality video, but I'll tell you, the quality of the video was outstanding for such a small unit, running off battery and going to a chip, because it has to balance power, storage capacity. It has to balance all those things, and I think they did a great job with it. So I'm very satisfied with the video. After we got done with all the video footage, we wanted to take the daytime video footage. We wanted to take some nighttime video footage, and we wanted to move the camera into the deep woods to see what it would do with less light, heavy canopy and all that. And we were able to capture this freaking annoying coyote that took a crap right in front of the camera, and instead of shooting it with a trail camera, I really wish I had my 223 and was pop that little bastard, but unfortunately we got him on the camera, so that's something. We'll have to shoot him later. But the footage was very good quality. We were able to see everything we needed to. No glow LEDs worked very good, as well as the quality in daylight was excellent as well. So video definitely acceptable on this camera. And again, it's a higher level video than we had before. It's full HD. So if you guys really like the high quality video, you want to put that setting on. After we were done with the videos, we moved to what most people use a trail camera for, which is taking photos. And we took hundreds, maybe even close to 1,000 photos with this camera. We moved the camera to an area that had a lot of activity. There was a food plot at one of our properties up in New York, and we put that up there, and the camera worked great. We never had a single miss. We had some really good trigger speed type indications. So like we had this one fawn that was whipping across the field running at full board, and we got it right in the middle of the frame with its tail up that was bounding. I mean, very fast trigger speed to be able to catch something like that. So definitely an improved trigger speed. We had some photos both day and night. Outstanding quality. We could see everything very clear. So the photo mode worked just as we expected it to. We didn't expect to see tremendous advances, because quite frankly, the older trail cams were just as good. There's enhanced megapixels. I think it's like up to 12 megapixels. Really not that necessary. I usually keep mine at 3 megapixels or something like that, and that's perfectly fine. So the photo mode worked fantastic. We got tons of photos. We got daytime, nighttime, places where we got to test the trigger, and everything worked very well, flawlessly. Our final test was the most interesting though, and that was the time-lapse test. Some guys call it the plot watcher mode. They have dramatically changed the time-lapse on this camera. And we're going to go through it in the settings, but it rocks now. I mean, it gives you customized settings. It allows you to set exactly when you want it to start, and then how long you want it to go for, and then when, that would be for the morning, and then the afternoon you could set a separate program with less time, and it's very customizable now, which was before you kind of at the mercy of just the default setting, and then the camera would determine when it would turn on and off. I didn't care for it, but now it's awesome. In addition to time-lapse mode though, it also gives you the ability to do time-lapse plus motion. So what would happen before is you'd be able to set your time lapse and it would be taking its pictures every 30 seconds. But if something came in between those intervals, like at the 16-second mark, it wouldn't take that picture. So you could have the trophy buck you've been waiting for walk right through the frame, and if it wasn't taking a picture at that exact moment, you wouldn't see it. Now it will detect it with the motion. So there's a time lapse plus motion setting, and that allows you to capture stuff that's in between your intervals or completely out of the range of when you want it to take pictures. So if a buck walks by at noon when you typically wouldn't be doing time lapse and it gets triggered by the motion detector, it will take that picture. And we had several examples of this. Now we set up the time lapse in an area that was growing sugar beets. Anybody that knows brassicas know they're not a big draw you know, during the summer. So we didn't get as many pictures of deer as we liked, but we got tons of pictures. We actually could see the cornfield growing in the back. It worked very, very well. And we did get some motion pictures too. So when the deer walked in front of the camera, boom, it would take the picture, even though it wasn't doing the interval pictures at the same time. So this camera's a keeper. I love it. Great quality. It was flawless looking at, and in most conditions, the video is absolutely outstanding. I think you guys are going to like it, and I think you'd be happy to have this hanging on a tree near you. So good luck this season, and send those photos into Bowsite.com. You know, we want to see what you're looking at. Thank you.